So in this lesson, you're going to learn about things called named cells and named ranges and how you can use them to do your mathematical calculations in Excel. So the first thing you need to do is open your exercise file and open the shop cells Excel's document. Once you open that Excel's document, the first thing you need to do is, because this is what we want to do, we want to tabulate all the fruits, vegetables and meat that Bob has eaten, all the fruits, vegetables and meat Alice has eaten, all the fruits, vegetables and meat Mary has eaten. So the basic way which we do that is go to Bob, then type the equal sign, then type sum, open brackets, then we go to the non-consecutive file, then highlight all the ranges of what Bob has eaten, then press the enter key, and that is how we get the results. If you look at the formula, this is how the formula looks. There's another method called named cells and ranges, or how you can do this similar function but without typing the formula. So the first thing you need to do, you need to go first to the non-consecutive file, and in Alice's chart, you can clearly see in the name box it's written B7. What you can simply do is double click on there, and instead of calling it B7, let's call it Alice. Then press the enter key. Okay, so if you go back to our summary, and if you want to know how much Alice has eaten, both fruits, vegetables and meat, we can type the same formula, equals sum, open brackets, and instead of going back to non-consecutive and highlighting all the ranges, we type Alice. Then you press the enter key, and that is how you have calculated the same way which we did for Bob, but we have now simplified it. Okay, for Mary we do the same. We go to Mary, highlight all of whatever Mary has eaten, and instead of now going to the name box and renaming it, we can go to the formulas tab, then cross to define name. Okay, once you're on the define name, you click on define a name, then we name this one Mary. Remember, when you are naming your cells, when you're using named cells and ranges, all your words cannot have spaces and they have to be unique. Okay, so once you have typed Mary, then click save. Okay, so when you go to the name box, you can clearly see that the highlighted range is called Mary. So when you are doing our summary, instead of now when you type, when we want to know the total of whatever Mary has consumed, we type equal sign sum, open brackets, Mary, then you press the enter key, and Excel is going to give us exactly what we had selected in the non-consecutive worksheet. Okay, we can even go further, because right now we want to know the totals for each and every shop over here. Now we are going to use the retail sales section. Okay, so right now what you can do is highlight all the ranges over here, all the ranges in this section. Then we go to the formulas tab, then we use something called the name manager. Okay, sorry, we go to the formulas tab. Once you have selected all your selection in the shop section, then we create from selection. Okay, and Excel is going to ask us, how is it going to create the names from the selection? We tell Excel that we want it to create names from the top part. So Excel is going to create names from shop 1, shop 2 up to shop 8 from the top row. So once we have selected that one, and we eliminate the left column because we do not want it to name Mondays to create names from Monday to Sunday. We just want the shop names. We select top row, then we click OK. So once we go to the name manager, you can clearly see that Excel has created names for shop 1 to shop 8, and it has already defined the ranges that are selectable. Okay, let's click on close. If you go to our first sheet, okay, let's say we want the total for shop 1. What we simply do is click equal sign, sum, open brackets, shop 1. Okay, shop 1, shop underscore 1. Remember, Excel does not, when you're creating named ranges, Excel does not accept spaces. So shop underscore 1, then you press the enter key, and Excel is going to give you the results. You can also drag using the fill handle to fill. You can also use the fill handle to fill, but because we are doing average, mean, and max, that does not apply over here. So in the average section, we are going to type equals average open brackets shop underscore 1, because that is how Excel created the name from the selection. Then you press the enter key. The mean also applies the same, equals mean open brackets shop underscore 1, then you press the enter key, then you get the minimum that shop 1 sold. The maximum is also the same, equals max open brackets shop underscore 1, then you get the maximum that shop sold. Then you can do the rest for yourself. So in this lesson, you have learned how to use named ranges instead of using cell selection to do your mathematical formulas in Excel. If there's something you have not understood, kindly watch the video again and rewatch it carefully, because this is just a simple way of grouping your data so that it can be easier for you to move around. And that is how you use named cells and ranges in Microsoft Excel. See you in the next lesson.